Hello, my name's Julian Sharples and I'm passionate about internal marketing, and I'd like to share some ideas with you in this deliberately lo-fi video around this concept of internal marketing. So the first thing to know about this is that you put your employee at the centre of your thinking. Traditional marketing puts the customer at the centre of their thinking, but this is about an internal audience. The idea is to get your employee aligned, i.e. they know what they need to do, and engaged, they want to do it. When you have your employees both aligned and engaged, they take ownership. And when they take ownership, they take responsibility. And when they do that, it's good for everyone. We'll come on to that in a minute. So how do you get them aligned and engaged? David MacLeod, in his recent report, talked about 4 enablers. And I'd like to just go through these quickly now. 4 things that if you do, you're going to make them aligned and engaged. The first thing is listening. When employees feel listened to, and that's the very phrase that David MacLeod used, they feel valued. They feel that their contribution counts. They feel that their voice is being heard. And it's one of the key enablers in employee engagement and alignment. The second thing is integrity. Integrity is to do with words matching actions. In other words, what is said on the wall, on the mission statement, is acted out in the behaviour day to day. It's about the values, though I don't like that word, but values, they're acted out on a day-to-day basis. Because if what is said and what is done is different, it's got a name, and the name is mistrust, and mistrust is not a good thing. The third thing, storytelling. This is also called strategic narrative, and it's about creating a strategic narrative within the company about where the company's been, where it is now, and an inspiring vision of where it's going. But this isn't created by senior management. This is created by the employees themselves, so they're completely bought into the idea. And it gives them something they can carry around in their head. It's not just words on a page, it's something that they own. Again, take ownership, take responsibility. The fourth thing is enabling. Now this is all about giving employees within certain parameters the freedom to do what they think needs to be done. There's an objective that they're given, so they know in the big framework what needs to be done, but what they need to do within the framework. You give them freedom to do it. As I say, within parameters, you do contain them. And then you support them. You give them the resources they need. You give them the encouragement they need. You give them feedback. You support them as individuals. You give them respect. And once again, if you do that, David MacLeod's report shows you're going a long way to enabling employee engagement and alignment. So when you've got a company, organisation that is doing this, what happens is they interact with your customer, and your customer is a happy customer. And what happens is the customer then, he or she also takes ownership, and it's a two-way process. This is then external marketing. And there's a number of other services that you obviously wrap around the customer. It's not only your employees that the customer experiences. But in essence, internal marketing drives happy customers, which drives sales and profitability. But it starts on the inside with looking after your employees. The best way of looking after your employees, first thing to do an employee survey. Plus. Focus groups, one-to-one interviews, telephone interviews. Find out where you are. You can't manage what you can't measure. So find out where you are with your employees and then create an action plan, an internal marketing strategy. So there's a few of my ideas. You see, I get passionate about it. I'd love to share more ideas with you, but give me your comments on this. You can do that through the website. Thanks a lot. Julian Sharples saying bye-bye.